Hello, I'm Tara Gaines and this is Plant Amateur. Today we're going to do a bit of an update on a previous video and I'm going to pot up some more begonias. Different begonias this time. Without further ado, let's do it. All right, so I got these guys in front of me and I'm just gonna pull you in a little bit more while I talk about them so you can get a closer look and see how they're doing. I'm sorry, but you won't be able to stare at my face, okay? Okay, so here we go. We got the alocasias, we got the repotted babies, and we got the corms that came out, and then we also have the Maranta. You might notice that the begonia is missing, and that's not because it's missing, it's because it's dead. So I'm gonna apologize for that. Again, it's Plant Amateur. I haven't cracked the begonia code. If you've watched my previous 2 videos, you'll know that. But let's look at these alocasias really quick. So this guy was the main shoot. You can see the big bulb right there, the big corm, the big base. I chopped off the leaf because it was looking pretty icky. So I am now just waiting for it to grow some new shoots off of here. And if you can tell, I don't know if you can see really well, but there is a bunch of green on there that is waiting to do something. And that, my friends, is exactly what we're doing. We're waiting for it to do something. Let's go with the sad stuff and save the good stuff for after. This is another one that did not do very good with the transition into its own little pot. I did also cut this leaf off, and I've been tearing away some of the skin of the corm, just because, you know, maybe it'll make it easier. I don't know. But if you can look in there really close, I'm gonna try to make sure it doesn't focus on me. There is a new leaf coming out of that one. So far, maybe 1 for 7. And then here's the last sad one, right? 3 out of 7 did not come out so great. But just like the previous one, if you can look in there, I'll try to hold it very still, try not to be in the picture. You can see a new leaf coming out. So we don't have any visible roots just yet, which makes sense. I mean, that's where it's putting all of its energy to, but maybe this guy, maybe this one's just having the hardest time. I don't know. But I got a new leaf coming out, so I'm hopeful for all 3 of these sad news bears. All right, and then here's one that I'm actually, oh no, there it is, 216 Alocasia Silver Dragon. I labeled it. So as you can see, this little baby is perfectly fine, perfectly happy. That's my automatic cat feeder. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, this one is perfectly fine. It's not giving me a second leaf. Oh, I just peeled back the skin. Look at that. It is giving me a new leaf. How exciting. Okay, so that one's on the mix too. And then we have this little guy over here who's a little bit more progressed along. Absolutely giving me a second leaf. Absolutely showing new roots in the pot. Happy, healthy little plant. And then here's one more, very similar. This leaf's about to come out. Look at the size of that compared to the first one. It's rocking. Roots coming in. Yep, this one's a happy guy. And then this guy already got his second leaf, and by the looks of it, he's got a 3rd one on the way. This one was great right up against the container. You can see the roots coming in there. Right, and then this guy, oh boy, look at how wild this one is. First thing we're gonna do is just take this off because he doesn't need it anymore. Right, but look at this guy, same thing. Right, I ripped off the first leaf. It's always gonna have a bad transition. Here's the second leaf. Right, I'm probably gonna chop that one off as soon as this new one comes in. So this corm has given me 3 new leaves since the repotting. And that's just fantastic. He's very happy and healthy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's one too many, but I'm not sure which one's the no one. Well, 5 out of 8. That's not bad. One extra. Again, I have my own, so maybe that's what happened. All right, and then moving on, here are the corms. Now, we did have 6 corms, but mysteriously enough, just like we had 7 plants and now we have 8, we had 6 corms and now we have 5. Nothing died. I don't throw anything away, right? The key to planting is just waiting, the patience game. But I could only find 5. So these are the ones we're going with. So 1216, Alocasia Silver Dragon. We have 3 that have yet to do anything for us. And that's fine. They can sit in here and do their thing. The important part is that they are still firm, and that is exactly what they are. I'm not gonna pull them out because I am nervous that they'll be making roots, and then, you know, you'll be upsetting the force, and then there you go, no go for that. But look at these 2 little guys. I want to check the label, 1216 Alocasia Silver Dragon, and look at these guys. Cute little baby alocasias, totally rooting, totally ready, or they're about ready to be potted up. So one more leaf and these guys will go on the selling page. I'm super excited. The 5 that are over here and ready to go, those guys are going to be going on the selling page very shortly. But I think that's a pretty good success rate. I mean, we're still waiting on a bunch of the corms to, you know, develop and decide that they're ready to come out. But 2 already in almost, what is that, a little over 2 months? That's not bad. I'll take it. Okay, okay. And then the Lemon Lime Maranta. Ned Nederlander, you might remember him. He's doing pretty good. I had to make some changes to the setup that we had. I ended up actually propagating another piece, and without rooting it in water first, I just stuck it right in the soil. But it's pretty firm in there. It doesn't want to come out. And I'm getting new leaves and new growth. And oh, here's another new leaf coming out of every shoot, it looks like. And I got this leaf coming out, I don't know if I can show you, coming out of nowhere right there. So maybe a little growth point on the rooted bulb, like decided to shoot off some stuff. I'll take it. But again, the Maranta, very easy to propagate, very happy plant. I don't have too much problems with them here where I live in my home. I wouldn't dare put it outside. Here is the bottom. I just wanted to show this because I thought I had roots coming out already, and that's gonna be really hard to see. I will showcase that at a later time. They're like little baby roots, that's all. And then, of course, the Maranta, I murdered it. It didn't make it. It turned real fast, and that's kind of cool about plants, is that you can kind of tell when they're just not gonna make it. But that's that. And so let's do some begonia pot up, because I've had these guys in this propagation tub for so long, and it's just time, right? I've been putting it off for long enough. So as you can see, here's the begonias. Here's another Lemon Lime Maranta. There's a couple of them in here. I got a Monstera deliciosa and albo variegation. I think albo is the white and albo is the white, and alba is the aurea, the yellow version. And then I got some syndapsis on this side. It's just kind of like a mixed bag, but we're really focusing right here on these begonias today. So let's just open this stuff up and we'll get the ball rolling. Okay, so we're gonna try a different angle here, all right? So bear with me while I kind of see what I like and look like. I'm gonna use all of these videos as like an experimental process. All right, so I got my little containers. I'm not gonna label them because I can see what the plant is. And I got my soil ready. So all I'm gonna do is pull these guys out of the moss. Give you a good look at them. I'm gonna pull these guys out of the moss and just sort out their roots from the moss. And because I'm putting them in soil, I'm not going to be that crazy about getting so much of the moss off. It's organic matter, it's not pon, it's not leca, so I'm not worried about a little bit of moss getting in there. So begonia roots are so fine. I just wanted to show you this real fast. But there's a lot of moss in here still. But if you can see in here how entangled and how like angel fine all of those little roots are. And like that's why I'm not really gonna stress too much about getting a bunch of it out. Oh, there's a new leaf, yay. Right, there's 3. And I think there's just the one more, last one. Oh, this one's nice. They didn't get too tangled. But it is the smallest cutting, so maybe that has something to do with it. It's time to put them in a container. Oh, I only have, shit. I only have this many. All right, it's okay. We'll do it anyway. Oh, that's the regular pot. Okay. I'll put the 2 small ones together. They might appreciate that. I'm just gonna tuck the roots down. Now what I don't really want to do is bury this stem because I am afraid that it might rot. So I'm just gonna try to really go around it. And we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna let it do that. And you'll see the way that the begonia is growing. I'm gonna position this so it is trying to make its way straight up. This kind of begonia, oh, let me cut that. Already cleaned. I'll show you how to do that in a second because now I have to do it. I'm just going to position this so it wants to grow straight up. That's what this one will do. It's a cane, so it'll just grow straight up, almost like a vine, but a little bit more, I want to say a little bit more tree-like, but I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm sure somebody might have something to say about it. There, so we're just going to position that so it's going straight up. I'm going to put this off to the side so I can water it later off camera, because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit around and watch me water plants either. You already saw how I did it in my previous video. So there's one. Give me one more. There's the 2 small ones. So let's go for this second kind of big one here. This guy right here. This one's got a nice root system. It's gonna fit in here. It's perfect. So I'm just using a regular potting mix from Lowe's. I'm not very particular on what soil I use. I mean, there's loads of options out there. So definitely do your research, see what you want to do for your plants. There's lots of options. I'm a minimalist. I try to just make it easy on myself because there's a lot to this plant taking care of stuff. So it's important that, for me anyway, that the steps are minimalized and it's efficient, because I could be spending all day taking care of plants if I didn't have an easier way of doing it. So when I need soil, I just need soil. I need to be able to go to my local store and just pick up a bag of potting mix, because I can't wait for some specialty stuff. I do have a lot of amendments: perlite, vermiculite, leca, orchid bark. I'm a little low on orchid bark though. This is a pretty kind of thin mix. But it's non-important to me to get some crazy custom soil mix. It's unnecessary in my brain. Some plants I definitely add a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that, but for the most part, nobody gets the special treatment around here. So these are the 2 little ones, and I'm going to put them together because they might do better with their friend. You know, like they might enjoy having some company. Ooh, I'm sorry if you heard that. My boyfriend's working out in the garage. He just dropped some weights. It's gonna be my turn to go out there soon. Blech. I'm trying to get back on the wagon. I kind of don't like how these potted up together. That's not really a great pot job, but I got them in there together and they look like they're gonna be okay. So we're gonna go with that. Bury them just a little bit more. There. All right. So those begonias are potted up and I'm hoping that they will acclimate okay. I have this same variety potted up myself from the original plant, and it's a begonia. It doesn't like me. I'm trying to figure it out, all right? So we've been doing some science projects on them. But to finish off this video, I got a new thing that I'm really excited about. Let me show you. So I just realized that I put the begonia in the container that didn't have the drainage holes. Plant amateur. Tragedy averted. All right, guys, I'm super sorry that this is a different day and a different time, but the camera battery died and I didn't even realize that it had happened. And so I finished filming that entire video. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the crazy new thing I got. So I went to my local thrift store and I found this apothecary jar. It is perfect for a new begonia terrarium since this is the only way I can keep them alive. So, I'm really excited. Maybe I'll do a video on it. It's kind of, I don't know, a little complex, a little longer. It just means more editing to me, but maybe I'll do it. I'll consider it. Okay, I'll consider it. But new project, little apothecary jar, more plants. Woo. So thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you want to let me know what you want me to talk about, just go ahead and send me a comment and I'll be able to maybe put something together for you. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. That's the YouTube thing. And other than that, thank you for hanging out. And I hope you enjoy yourself.